पापनाशनः शङ्खभृन्नन्दकी चक्री शार्ङ्गधन्वगदाधरः रथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोभ्यः सर्वप्रहरणायुधः ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं विज्ञानमशेषेण प्रकीर्तितम् यैदं श्रूयात् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् न शुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सौमुत्रेह च नमः वेदान्तगोधरं मनस्य क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्योधनसमिद्धस्य क्षुद्रः सुखमाप्नुयात् धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मार्थार्थी क्षार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजार्थी प्राप्नुयात् प्रजा भक्तिमान् यः सदोग्राय शुचिस्तब्धमानसः सहस्रं वासुदेवस्य नाम्नामेतत् प्रकीर्तयेत् यश प्राप्नोति विपुलं याति प्राधान्यमेव च अचलं श्रियमाप्नोति श्रेयप्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमम् न भयं पतिदाप्नोति वीर्यं तेजश्च विन्दति भवत्यरो विद्युतिमान् भयरूपगुणान्वितः रोगार्तो मुच्यते रोगात् बन्धो मुच्येत बन्धनात् भयं मुच्येत भीतस्तु मुच्येतापन्नः परः दुर्गाण्यतिरत्याशु पुरुषः पुरुषोत्तमम् स्तुवन् नाम सहस्रेण नित्यं भक्तिसमन्वितः वासुदेवाश्रयो मर्त्यो वासुदेवपरायणः सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा याति ब्रह्म सनातनम् न वासुदेवभक्तानाम् अशुभं विद्यते क्वचित् जन्ममृत्युजराव्याधिभयं नैवोपजायते इमं स्तवमधीयानः श्रद्धः भक्तिसमन्वितः जुयेतात्मा सुखशान्तिः श्रीहरिकीर्तिभिः न क्रोधं न क्षमाचार्यं न लोभो न शुभामतिः भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां पुरुषोत्तमे ज्यांसचन्द्रार्कनक्षत्राखं दिशो भूर्महोदधिः वासुदेवस्य वीर्येण विधृतानि मनात्मनः सासुरासुरगन्धर्वं स यक्षो रगराक्षसम् जगद्वसे वर्ततेदं कृष्णस्य सचराचरम् इन्द्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिः सत्त्वं तेजो बलं धृतिः वासुदेवात्मकान्याहुः क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञ एव च सर्वागमानामाचारप्रथमं परिकल्पते आचारप्रभवो धर्मो धर्मस्य प्रभुरच्युतः ऋषयः पितरो देवा महाभूतानि धातवः जङ्गमं भेदं जगन्नारायणोद्भवम् योगो ज्ञानं तथा साङ्ख्यं विद्या शिल्पादिकर्म च वेदाशास्त्राणि विज्ञानमेतत् सर्वं जनार्दन एको विष्णुर्महद्भूतं पृथग्भूतान्यनेकशः Trilokan vyapya bhutatma bhunte vishvabhugavyayah imam stavam bhagavato vishnurvyasena kirtitam Hatedya ichet purusha shreya praptum sukhani cha Vishveshwaram ajam devam jagata prabhavapyayam Bhajanti ye pushkaraksham nate yanti parabhavam Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Very nice. This prologue starts off with this wonderful question. King Yudhishthira said, "Please tell me, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate controller of the universe? Who is the ultimate destination of all living beings? Whom should men glorify and worship to attain auspiciousness? What do you consider the best of all religious processes? What mantra should one chant to become free from the bondage of birth and death?" What wonderful questions he asks. Just like in the beginning of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, when King Parikshit is addressing Shukadeva Goswami, he asks a series of questions similar to this. And one of those questions he asks, what is the prime duties for human beings on the verge of death? Well, we're all on the verge of death. Try to understand. 100 years maximum lifetime in this material world is like nothing. 100 years. I'm what, 62 years old, and it seems like I was 30 or 40 years old just a couple of weeks ago. I mean, really, the time goes by so fast that, especially as you get older, it seems like there's less and less and less of it. Because we store up the impressions in our mind. And the impressions that are similar go on the same branches of the mind. The mind is like a tree structure, works by association. So really there aren't that many different things that happen in the world, you know. You wake up in the morning and then you stagger into the bathroom, rinse the cobwebs out, you know, and then you come out, maybe you try to get something to eat, you know, and then you have to get dressed and go to work and do all that stuff. And, you know, I mean, it's basically eating, sleeping, mating, defending. And if you're a real human being, devotional service to Krishna. So that's our life. There's not that many different things that happen, really, are there? So these incidents all tend to get collapsed into the fundamental branches, associative branches of the mind. And after a while, it starts to be all the same. One day is like another, you know? It's not that there's a big, big difference. And the days seem to fly by. Just like we were sitting down to lunch the other day. I said, it seems like just a minute ago we were in Santiago. Like, wasn't that just last week or something? And remember Mexico the week before that? But actually it's more like 8 months or 9 months since we've been there. But the time goes because we are absorbed, constantly absorbed in service. So the time just seems to fly by. The days just kind of zip by. And like before you know it, it's over. So similarly, this human life, before you know it's going to be over. And actually there's nothing to prevent us, you know, walking out in the front yard and getting hit by a meteorite or a falling tree, you know, or piano. You never know. You just never know. You can get run over by a truck crossing the street. You just never know. Could be all over any old time. So the best thing is to be prepared for death at all times. See? Yudhishthira's question and Maharaj Parikshit's questions are applicable to all human beings at all times, in all circumstances. Therefore, the very question is already absolute truth. You see? Therefore, Maharaj Parikshit, when he asks this wonderful question, that Shukadev Goswami, the first thing he replies in the beginning of the second canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, he says, this question is the prime hearing subject matter for all human beings. Just the question itself, never mind the answer, just the question is already the prime subject for hearing. This is what everybody should be hearing. This is what everybody should be talking about. Why? Because the question itself is the absolute truth. The question itself is the meaning of life. And if we meditate on this question, then we'll be led in the right direction. So, in the same way, these questions at the beginning of Vishnu Sahasranaram